Welcome back, everybody. We are back once again with another Nova Online breakdown video. I'm going to start off right away by letting y'all know that unfortunately Nova still does not like me. I know, pure shock to everyone watching. If you need to take a second to compose yourself, I completely understand. But it is true, Nova Online is still not a fan of your boy I'm Large. In my most recent video, Nova Online the Pizza Pounder, there was some really good feedback. Overall, it was a really positive comment section, and there was, everyone just seemed to like the video. Except for one buoyant, boisterous lolcow, whose name is Nova Online. Nova hit the comment section and decided to throw some tomatoes at me, which, that is a very common phrase that I toss around here on the channels. I often iterate how we shoot our spitballs and throw our tomatoes at Nova. Maybe Nova got inspired by my nomenclature and decided to add that into his bay of insults. But with those tomatoes hoisted my way, I decided what better than to continue exactly what I'm doing and make another video on this well-insulated doofus. So with that, let's get to some of Nova's TikTok videos from this week. If y'all don't already know, this time of year is a very sad time for Nova. He is not fond of Valentine's Day, and he makes it very well known to everybody by posting different videos and posts declaring on how depressed he was. And while I do think it is a very healthy coping mechanism to talk about your feelings and emotions, the last place I would think to post and talk about them would be on TikTok. Especially when on TikTok, so many people don't like you, Nova. I don't think it's a good idea to just be airing out all of your business. But we're going to take a look at Nova's most recent video. This one was posted today, February 17th, where he was plowing down some Carl Jr.'s breakfast foods. It seems like Nova's back to posting more and more food reviews damn near every day at this point. I don't know what this is going to mean for his weight, but I can't imagine that it's going to be positive.
Let's try Carl's Jr. breakfast for the first time in over a decade. That's right, I don't think I've had Carl's Jr. breakfast since I was 12, if not later than that. Like sooner than that, so. Gotta start with the obligatory Dr. Pepper. Exclusive property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube. I'm not gonna repeat it, you know the drill. Let's start with the hash browns. Perfectly crispy, perfectly salty. Way better than Burger King's hash browns. We might have a new GOAT when it comes to hash browns. This might be better than McDonald's.
It really is a shame that Nova happens to like my favorite soda as well. Dr. Pepper fucking slams. It's an immutable fact. Dr. Pepper clears all other sodas, and it's not close. However, Nova could only be correct for about 10 seconds here before taking another huge L. No hash brown comes close to Waffle House's hash browns. They are so clearly above the rest that there's just no competition here. But so far in this video, you can see a little more pep in Nova's review. It still doesn't substantiate what a true food review is. He's always just so sloppy and all over the place whenever he tries to give, real comments. So whether or not he's being lazy or trying to do this, it's always bad with Nova.
Next, loaded breakfast burrito. Let me just unwrap this MFer. Good enough. Filled with fluffy egg, savory sausage, delicate, slightly spicy peppers. This is one of the best breakfast burritos I've ever had. And finally, the biscuits and gravy, which I added bacon and jalapenos to. Get a little bit of biscuit, jalapeno, down the hatch.
Y'all hear that putrid belch right there? That was fucking filthy. Now, I bet Nova thinks he's so quirky by pronouncing jalapenos jalapenos. It's pretty cringe in my opinion, but back to the belch thing, you ever wonder why Nova doesn't retake any of the shots he does? He never does a second take on his recordings. Can you really be that lazy to not just try and do a second recording when you mess up or belch like a fucking Viking right there? Come on, Nova.
That sausage gravy, everything to die for. It's peppery, a little bit spicy. The jalapenos give it even more spice, which honestly, as long as it's reasonable, a reasonable amount of spice, I don't mind. All in all, Carl's Jr. breakfast is definitely justified. Show faux show-esque style. Novine Universe, signing off.
Well, I was right, because he pronounced jalapenos correct while going back over the food, so he was just doing it to be like a quirky little ooh-woo Discord moderator. This food review was buns like usual, but he did describe the food he was eating a bit more. Maybe he's been staying tuned into my videos and hearing how much I deem his food reviewing inadequate, so he decided to spruce it up a little bit. It still blows chunks, but maybe Nova's trying to improve his abysmal content. But let's move on to another video Nova posted earlier this week, where he went and bought a bunch of sugary drinks to quell his sadness. Because obviously everyone knows this. This is a tale as old as time. Nothing cures a bad day like a couple 100 grams of sugar and rotting.
if it's anything that cheers this sad boy up, it's a nice big bag of drinks. I just placed my first Jackson's Food Store order. Let's show what I got. First up, I only got one food item, and it is the Welch's Juiceful Fusions. Never seen these before, so I figured that I would pick them up, try them out. I don't know if it's going to be for a video or not, though. That's still up in the air. Now we're moving on to the 8 drinks I got. Some of them for reviews.
8 drinks for reviews, which y'all will see in just a second here when he starts revealing these drinks. These are just run-of-the-mill standard sodas. Like, what could you possibly be reviewing here? This is a trait that we see from Nova time and time again. This one is really prevalent with him throughout his time on the internet and us watching Nova going over him. It's his habit of egregiously wasting money. He placed an order, I would imagine, through DoorDash because he can't drive. You know, I could be wrong, but that's my theory here, is he did it through DoorDash, or maybe his mom picked it up for him. He placed an order for 8 drinks and a bag of candy. That's so gluttonous and stupid. There's zero reason to order all of these drinks. They're just normal ass drinks. There's nothing special about them. They're just sodas. It doesn't make any sense, but Nova loves wasting money, so this is not a shocker, literally at all.
We got the all-reliable Barks root beer, my absolute favorite root beer of all time, and it is a top 10 soda of mine. And I got 3 of those. Next up, we got mankind's greatest invention, good old Dr. Pepper, and I got 2 of them. If anything makes a sad boy happy, it's Dr. Pepper. Now, I also got this for a review. The Lipton Fusion Pineapple Mango Lemonade. I've tried the strawberry lemonade one before. I really liked it, so this is going to be worth a good try. Then, I got one of my favorite Gatorade flavors, the Fruit Punch Cool Blue Mix. And finally, for a review, a monster flavor I have never seen before, the Electric Blue. Be prepared to see a video on that soon. Novine Universe, signing off.
So once again, he got a Dr. Pepper, a root beer, a Gatorade, which was a new flavor for him, a different kind of lemonade that he was used to or gotten previously, and a Monster Energy. What a tremendous lineup there. I don't know what constitutes for a video with Nova, but I guess we'll run with it. This was just a stinker. I don't understand sometimes how Nova deems things that he wants to make videos as like a green light for content. I just don't get it. All he did was take drinks out of a bag. Like, holy shit, what a banger of an idea. But that's usually what we see here from the cruise liner diaper whiner. Also, in this video, Nova looks extremely unwashed, and people have really noticed that. Comments asking Nova if the shower arc has come to a conclusion, which I would imagine so, because his hair is just permeating with grease right now. But let's get on to the next video that Nova posted just about an hour ago while I was recording this video, and it's pretty interesting, and it might be a sign of where we're going to trend in the future with Nova, so let's get into it.
Hey everyone, specifically my 18 plus fans. I've got a question for you. Now, I've had several people tell me, do a mukbang, do a mukbang, do a mukbang. Let's check my weight real quick.
So this is what I meant by potentially seeing what we're going to see in the future with Nova. Is this the start of his Nikocado avocado arc? Will Nova really plunge deeper and deeper into degeneracy and start his mukbang era? I really could see this happening with Nova. A major driving factor with Nikocado when he was doing those mukbangs was the money he was making. He would make loads of doubloons by stuffing his face and having tantrums, and we already know Nova can rip off some major tantrums. So if he implements mukbangs into his content, who knows what will happen. This is the first weigh-in checkup that we've seen from Nova in a little bit, and it seems like he's not progressing anymore than he was just a few weeks ago, so maybe he's turning back to the bacon. Maybe the fast food beckons his name and he's going to start posting mukbang content. We will see as time progresses, but this is definitely an avenue that I could see Nova going down.
Needless to say, my weight has maintained. But do you guys want me to see me do a mukbang of a whole entire catering tray of Panda Express orange chicken, mushroom chicken, basically any of their entrees? Do you think I can eat all of it? Probably not, but it's worth a try. And imagine the views. It'd be crazy. So let me know down in the comments if you want me to see you do a Panda Express mukbang of one of their entrees. And if I feel gutsy enough, I'll do a side in a separate video. Anyways, Nova Universe signing off.
Do y'all see what I mean? Did you see that little look in his eyes after he said imagine the views? He's got that insidious little sparkle in his eyes knowing the potential of adding mukbangs into his content. This could really be an interesting arc for Nova. Going back to his extremely overweight phase and stuffing his face for viewers, it could be a really interesting time to be watching Nova if this is something he does in fact go through with. We saw how bad it ended up for Nekakato Avocado. I don't imagine it'll end any differently for Nova. But for now, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys once again for watching another Nova Online breakdown video. The potential future for Nova will certainly be a strange time, and you know I'll be covering it every week. I appreciate you guys for watching another video. I hope to see you on the next one. Deuces.